All right, everybody. I'm Lezren. Welcome back. Let's just get right back into it here. Back into that career. All right, last time we entered orbit around the moon. Started research on RCS, which will come in very, very handy. There it is. I do need to probably warp to finish it. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do, kind of hurt a little bit, but I'm going to do these, which I think my rockets are 4, but I'm going to cancel this one. Yes. Took a little bit of a hit. That's fine. I want to get all this money on these, which I should be able to do. So let's go ahead and see. I can actually get contracts to do scans, which I've already done that. I'm kind of surprised it's wanting me to do another one. I have a satellite that would work for it, but I'm not going to. Could rendezvous two vessels. I don't have a docking port to do that with, unless it's going to give me one. I just have to get within range. It's not really worth it. Not at this point. It's going to happen eventually anyway, but just right now I'm not going to do it. Temperature survey. Yes. Measure temperature below. I can do that. Below. Oh, these are zones. Near the zone. I know I have the Delta V to probably change this to be able to do that. So I might take that. It's not a lot of money. I mean, the completion is a lot. The advance is decent. Not a lot of science. I mean, it might be worth it. Orbital survey of Mimas. I can't do low resolution scan. I think what I need to do mostly right now is this. I need to create my new satellite. So let's go ahead. I'm going to warp for 11 days. I want to get my RCS. Now, I want to go fix all my satellites. Probably make them MK3 variants. All right, so ComSat MK1, MK2. I have an omnidirectional other than that one. Be real surprised if I did not put one on here. And I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. I need the reflectron. Is that it? Oh no, that's a flight computer? Oh, okay. Did I not put a reflectron on here? That's 2.5 million. It's 500 kilometers. Can't believe I would have made an MK2 and not put a reflectron on it. But I guess I didn't. I don't see one. And that'd probably be up here if I had one on there. So I'm gonna throw one in there. Just like that. And that'll probably be just fine. I might put it over there actually. Just so it's not interfering with my heat array here. Which I don't really need. I have it on there mostly for aesthetics right now. But I might need it in the future, so it's worth it to keep it, at least for now. We're going to tuck that in there nicely. It's going to stay on all the time. No need to turn it off. So, RCS. Okay, that's basically what we need now. Let's save. This is going to be an MK3. Let's go ahead and just take that off. Make it easier. Easier to work without that. Really don't need the ant or the spark on here. Can I get away with the ant? Let's say that's 1.0. Now with that, 741 delta V. This, about quite a bit more. It's more of a maneuvering thruster. I think I will do that for the MK3 variant. Alright, let's put some RCS on here. Trying to decide if I want just these. Because I mainly just want this forward and reverse. Man, those are huge. These are even bigger, but I could kind of stick them in here. I might move the light up there. Put these down here. I don't like how that looks on the panel. So let's compact this a little bit. Move you guys up. I want you to be extended. Okay, move you down just a smidge. Gonna be getting kind of tight now. Everything I need to put on here. Now, I really don't need that. But yes, let's get rid of you. Let's move you guys down. Now we have plenty of room for RCS. Now, when that is up, it'll be about right. I mean, technically, this would destroy it, or at least damage it, most likely, in the realistic sense. What I could do, let me see. Could do something like that. Obviously, I have no tanks on here yet, but I can fix that here shortly. I don't need this many. Not even close to this many. I'm gonna have to lose a solar panel. So, and these actually need to be closer to center of gravity, or center of mass. Oops. Let's move those back. Alright, center of mass definitely needs to be closer. So you are moving. You are moving up here. Okay. It'll all look better soon. That's pretty close to center mass. It shouldn't affect it. Okay, so let's close you. Close you. So far, that looks pretty nice. Has a lot of RCS. That ruined, absolutely tanked our Delta V. But whenever you account for this being Delta V, improved it quite a bit, actually. And as light as this thing is, let's see, 2,800 kilograms. It's not that much in the grand scheme. Okay. We have a rocket, or a satellite, MK3 variant. RCS is on. Might do just a slight adjustment. Like that. I like it. Okay, let's get the launcher on there. Nope. Okay, MK3 launch vehicle. Really tempted to add that. Actually, I have the proper inline stability enhancer. And it's heavier, but it is, for twice the weight, it's 3 times as effective. So, definitely worth it. Might even do 2. Yep, I like it. Technically need to update my launcher since I have that, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just doing a quick check to see if there's anything else I need. I might remove these. I don't need them. They're just extra weight, but they do look cool and I like that. I might actually need heat. I haven't tested just a satellite with heat, so... Alright, I think that is it. Nothing else really new to upgrade. I have Kerbal Engineer on there. Let me check the staging, which should all be accurate. See, thrust away at 180, okay. Gonna change it up just a little. Those are 75. I'm gonna make these right about 60. Let them burn out a little slower. Come on. Oh, other way around. Okay. Okay, MK3 looks good. This is basically just strictly a mission to get my satellites working again. And I may scrap these just to get the parts to make these work better. These aren't going to work without these up anyway. So I think that might be what I end up doing. Let me get out of here. And I'm going to scrap these. At least probably 3 and 4. I mean, this one I can probably leave and get one done. So let's scrap that one. And scrap that one. So I have one still there. And that's probably the one I needed to scrap. I think one was actually for the mission, now that I think about it, was for the mission that I canceled. So, for the contract, let's... gonna build this one. 10 days. Now let me look at nav set number 1. And this one had the communications core and 2 and 21.2. Which, if I remember, the next one is 1 and, yeah, it's not even, excuse me, it's not even a communication core. I don't think. Let me look. Yeah, it's a navigation, so. Alright, I'll scrap that other one too. I scrapped the wrong two. Not a big deal. Can rebuild them. We have the technology. And I actually need 2 MK3Ls. I think what I'm gonna do. Yep, I'm gonna build 3 of these. I want to get my network in the proper working order. 2, it can be done. 3 is the best way to do it. It's not as efficient as 2, but it's the best because you can put them in a triangular formation, and no matter what, even if they speed up or slow down, you should have connection. And I might do a 4th to put in a polar orbit and a hugely elliptical polar orbit. Just for that as well. That's the one I canceled. So, I'm going to scrap this one. Get my money back for it. And we're going to warp to 10 days. Let's do it. Oh, that's the launch pad. Okay. 4 more days. Launch pad is fully upgraded. Go ahead and roll that out, and that's 2 days. I'm going to warp to morning. We have 3 days till the next launch. Gonna need that. This one I'm going to try to put directly over the KSC. This is going to be basically like the very first launch I ever did to get a satellite into geosynchronous orbit. So it's not what I wanted to wait on, because I really would have liked the better solar panels before I did this. But I do what I have to do to continue on. And that'll just create us, give us more reason to upgrade. Now I could, what I might do is just launch this one, save the other 2, or scrap them. Because once I get the 3rd one up here, well, I could just salvage these and keep them up there, but I have no way of really assuring that they're going to stay where they're supposed to. So I might just do the 3 current launches. Alright. Let's throttle up. We need a 6-hour orbital period. Preferably as little eccentricity and inclination as possible. Need a 3-hour timed apoapsis and a 3-hour timed periapsis, which would put us exactly where we need to be. And that should be a perfectly stable orbit. So, all right, 3, 2, 1, launch the new Keocom set, destined for geosynchronous orbit. Something is going on there. Fairing is not working properly. That's interesting. Come on, Case. Come on. Nope. I don't know what happened there. Alright, well, this rocket is doomed. Okay. I'm going to scrap these two, because something happened with that fairing. And that is... Okay, the next one I am definitely gonna research, so... Or not research, I'm going to attempt, and this is not going to survive. I'm going to simulate it, is what I meant to say. Okay, well, fun times there. Everything destroyed. Let's go back to vehicle assembly. We will redo. Find out what happened here. This should have been secured in the fairing. There's no reason that should have happened. So, rebuild the fairing. Might make it a little bit bigger. Yep, just like that. All right, let us simulate it. Well, it does say it's blocked by arrow shielding, so that's good. Okay. One thing I think of is the fairing was a little too close to the satellite. The dish. So, if that was the case, that's probably what happened. So let's try this again. Almost looks like it's under construction. Oh, doing it again. Okay, if you are blocked by arrow forces... Nope, not what I meant to do. I forgot what I had set it up as. Let's see. There we go. Blocked by arrow forces. Interesting. well. It might be this separator right here, honestly. Let's try that next. And let's do this. I've actually had this fix that problem before. All right, let's try it again. At this rate, I won't get this launched today, but if I get it building, I'll be happy with that. All right. Not wobbling. Now, I may just have to make this a lot bigger, but that's plenty of gap. I mean, it's definitely within this thing. So, I'm going to turn on the air forces. Let's try it. Basically what's happening is it looks like this isn't actually acting the way it should. And the satellite is getting air force applied to it, causing this wobble. That should not be doing that at all. Wobbling out of control. Oh, did not mean to do that. Well, that's 300 funds down the drain. I know it doesn't matter much when you have hundreds of thousands. Now I'm going to do this just to see what happens. Let's just see what that does. Basically just testing my theory that it's the fairing. It could, and it's very possible, it could completely be that separator between the ant engine causing a problem, but this should clarify whether or not. See what happens. Aero forces enabled. Wobble has started. I'll turn SAS off. Yeah. And it's fun to stage. Okay. Back to the drawing board to find out what exactly is causing this problem. Pretty sure it's not the fairing now. So let's make it a little more sane of a fairing. Okay. Now, well, I don't even know why I did that. Let's just do this. Let's get rid of you. Put you on there. With the stack separator. Now that will tell me if it was the ant engine causing the problem. Or a better way of putting it, the ant engine along with that stack separator and no struts whatsoever. Definitely something weird going on for that problem to exist. Center of mass looks just fine. Center of thrust looks good. And we have LVT 45s. So, I mean, we have, and I have them at full throttle. So there's actually quite a bit of attitude adjustment ability with this rocket. Unless, I mean, these should all be, since I used, yeah. That should work. The only other thing I can think of is maybe my thrust adjustment kind of messed it up, but it's symmetrical, so it shouldn't matter. It really should not matter. But let's find out. That's what simulations are for, right? Throttle up. Let's do it. And that's normal. That should happen. That's just aerodynamic forces hitting the fairing. This was about the time we hit the wobble. It's doing it a little bit. Let me slow down. It might be the SAS causing funky. Yeah, that could be it too. Very strange aerodynamic forces. That shouldn't be happening, though. It's almost, I mean, that should be solid within a fairing. There's no reason that should be happening. So the question is, what is wrong with this fairing? You know what? Let's put some struts in there. If the game isn't going to do it for me, as it should, I'll do it myself. Although I don't appear to be able to. Yep. Give me the strut. Alright. Alright, well, I tell you what, I'm going to probably take a break here. Sorry I didn't get this built. I'll continue to test, see if I can find out what exactly is causing this issue that we didn't have before. What I'm thinking is something's wrong with this fairing to where aerodynamic forces are hitting this reflectron. And that's causing some massive amount of aerodynamic forces. I mean, if they model that properly, that's a huge thing hitting with wind hitting that. So, okay. I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to test this out a little bit. And thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you would. That helps me out tremendously. And everyone have a great night. See you soon.